Wow, Islanders, and just like that, Thanksgiving is over. November is about over as well. We're going to enter into the month of December, and I've had a couple of days to stop and reflect on this year of cruising and the cruise restart, achievements that we've had, and I noticed something worth calling out. It's something we did not think it would happen in 2021, but it has. 100, matter of fact, over 100 cruise ships are now sailing with paying passengers or are set to sail very, very soon. We're going to talk about that. Plus, we have a month review, the November month review, what has happened in the month of November, and we're going to share some very exciting news with you as well, right here on Island Time. A big happy Sunday to all you Islanders. I hope you've had a great week, a great Thanksgiving with family and friends. And for many of us, including myself, we return to work tomorrow. Boo, right? But we have good news. We're going to be cruising in less than 3 weeks, so we're looking forward to that. It always makes it easier when you have a vacation, you have a cruise planned to make it through in due time. So that's what we're looking forward to. We're also looking forward to tonight. 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time, Island Time is going live with you. The link is already out there. Make sure you join tonight. As Amanda has announced on our Facebook page, we have a big announcement tonight. It's something that we have been asked over and over and over the last several months, and finally we have something to announce regarding it, okay? So make sure you join us the easiest way. Make sure you are a subscriber to Island Time. You are an Islander, and you've rang that bell so that literally when I click live on this computer, you get a notification on your phone, on your tablet, your method of choice, and you can join us, okay? We're looking forward to it. Let's get into the cruise news because there's quite a bit going on, and really it's a reflective time. I mentioned in my intro, I've had some time, some quiet time, which is rare, to really look back and see what has happened since the last week of June and July in the cruise restart. And we've hit a goal that I haven't seen anyone else call out yet. We hit it on November the 22nd, and here it is. There are now 100. Now it's over because ships are added every day. There are now 100 cruise ships either sailing with paying passengers or preparing to sail with paying passengers just from the United States alone. That's not globally. That is only from the United States. This data comes from the CDC's website that we've pointed out so many times. The cruise ship color status page, okay? You remember this page that we point out. It has each cruise ship from each cruise line, and they have a color coordination system. Green means that they have no active COVID cases or symptoms of passengers that could be COVID cases. Then there's a yellow status in which the CDC is monitoring. There's an orange status as well. But there are now 100 ships on the CDC's page in which cruise lines daily, if not daily, then weekly, report to the CDC what's going on each ship. What an accomplishment, and who would have thought in early 2021 and even in the cruise restart when we had just a handful of ships restarting in July that we would be at 100 ships that have either restarted or are going to restart very, very soon. As of early August, there were only about 65 ships being tracked. And most of those 65 ships were not sailing yet. They were ships that were preparing to sail. They had raised their hand and told the CDC, we're doing what you told us we need to do. We're going through and implementing protocols. We're getting port agreements in place. We're staffing the ships, but only 65 in August. But by November the 22nd, that number eclipsed 100, and now it's even above that. Now, not all of these ships are sailing with paying passengers yet. As I looked at this early this morning, there are over 75 of the 100 ships sailing with paying passengers, with about 25 ships still waiting that have crew. There's crew only. The cruise lines are actively monitoring COVID among the crew, but they're preparing those ships to sail. So what an awesome time, an accomplishment that we didn't think we would reach. You know, when we had 2 or 3, 4 ships. I remember when there's 6 ships going out, Celebrity and Royal Caribbean and Carnival, the first week of July, and now we have 100. What an accomplishment. And the big question that we have is, what is 2022 going to look like? Do we keep moving forward with what we're doing? Or, all of you have probably heard the new variant. We're going to see what happens with it. Okay, what happens? Hopefully it does not impact cruising whatsoever. But we're going to see. Okay, that's why we follow the cruise news and we share it with you. Let's get to this. I thought this was interesting as well. November, we have really spotlighted ports. And there's been so much news regarding ports, with Jamaica welcoming cruise ships. They're going to continue to in December. St. Kitts and St. Martin had record days. Turks and Caicos, Grand Turk, announced that they're going to allow the Carnival Mardi Gras to sail to Grand Turk in December. And then we got the news, and we announced it, about Grand Cayman going to welcome a Holland America ship December the 28th. There's been so much happen, and we knew it'd be a busy month. That's why we spotlighted ports. But there's been so much happen in the month of November, including, we want to spotlight some of these things, but the Carnival Jubilee being announced by Carnival, and Carnival announcing that it's going to be in Galveston for its home port in 2023. Richard Fain stepped down from Royal Caribbean Group. And even if you don't sell Royal Caribbean Group, any of their brands, Richard Fain has had an impact on cruising for over 3 decades, a huge impact that's impacted Carnival or Norwegian, whoever you cruise. He's had a huge impact. And so he's going to step down at the beginning of the year. Chief Financial Officer Jason Liberty will take over in January as Fain steps down, but remains on the board of directors. Disney Cruise Line in the month of November. They became the first cruise line, and still the only so far, to require children over the age of 5 be vaccinated. Okay, other cruise lines, there's still exemptions. You don't have to be vaccinated. Children don't. But we're moving maybe toward that. Carnival Cruise Line is allowing its exemptions in 2022. Prior to November, they said, "Oh, we're not going to have them. We're not going to have them yet." Now they've opened those up. Okay, but Disney did announce that children must be vaccinated. Royal Caribbean is expanding their Perfect Day in Coco Key. CEO Michael Bailey announced that there's going to be an adults-only area. Hideaway Beach is what it's called, and that was in the month of November. There's been so many ships come back to service and ports open up. It really has been an amazing 2021 and November of 2021, and we're really starting to look toward 2022. Cruise lines are, and so are local ports. I'm starting to see local governments really create goals, egregious goals, to get back to where we were at in 2019, a height year of cruising. Jamaica, I even saw, it was yesterday, Edmund Bartlett, who serves as the Jamaica Tourism Minister. He's very active in cruising. He wants cruising to resume, but he announced even an egregious goal, listen to this, of 3 million cruise passengers to visit Jamaica by 2025. Okay, that lays out some time there, but still these countries are setting these goals because if they stake this claim, they can then start to work with cruise lines independently to help reach that goal. They're trying to say, hey, we are open for business. We want you to come in greater numbers than you've ever visited our islands before. So we're starting to see a lot of momentum toward 2022 and even past that, as you can see with Jamaica in 2025. So there's so much going on today. But to wrap things up, what a year. What a November, first off, but what a year. 100 cruise ships, over 75 of them currently selling right now with paying passengers, with the others set to sell very, very soon. It's been an awesome year. And as we look toward the end of the year, we start to reflect, what has been your greatest cruise memory this year? What has been your greatest cruise moment? Have you got to cruise in 2021? I know how schedules are. Some people only get to cruise once a year, and medically some people still can't cruise right now. What has been your greatest cruise moment in 2021? I want you to share that with me in the comment section below. Make sure you've joined our Facebook page as well and that you've subscribed. My greatest cruise moment I'll share with you is meeting all of you islanders. Amanda and I have made so many friends from cruising, but from Island Time. It's part of why we started Island Time. Friends that we talk to every day, friends that we visit that live in other states, and friends that we book cruises with over and over again, even into 2022. We are so looking forward to tonight. I'm going to try to get Amanda up here as well, see if we can get the boys busy on something, as we have a huge announcement for you and we spend some time together in the islands. It's what we need. Islanders, we'll see you tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time, right here on Island Time.